Hey everyone, welcome back to UiPath for Beginners playlist. In today's video, we'll learn how to use the if else activity in UiPath using a simple real life example. So let's start. First, let's understand what if else means. It's like a robot asking, if this is true, do this, else do something else. For example, if it is raining, take an umbrella, else enjoy the sun. Go to computer screen and let me show you. So I have created this workflow, and first of all I will add a sequence in this, and then I will search for if in activities, and here you can see if and else if. We have two types of activity, if and else if. So I'll take this if condition or if activity. So it looks like this. It has three sections: if, then, and the last one is else. In if section, we have condition. If condition is true, it will execute this section, this then section, and if condition is false, it will execute this section. So for example, if I take a basic condition, if 10 is greater than 5, okay, and let me add some activities in then and else section. I am adding a message box. So I have added message box in each of these section. So it will either execute this message box or this message box. And as our condition is true, it should execute this message box, and it should print then section. And here we go, we are getting the same then section. All right. So this is the benefit of the if condition. Now let me show you one real life example. So first of all, we are going to use an input dialog, and here we will ask user to enter the marks of the student, and if the marks are greater than 35, then student is pass. If marks are less than 35, then student is fail. Okay, and we are going to save these marks in an variable. So I'll create one variable for this, and I'll name it as marks. Okay, and I'll change the data type or the variable type to integer. And here, instead of this condition, what we will write is, we will write if marks are greater than 35 or equals to greater than and equals to 35, then student is pass, otherwise it is fail. Okay, now let me run the process. Enter the marks of the student. So I'm giving 45, which means student is pass. And here we go, we are getting pass. Okay. Now let me run again. And this time I'm giving marks 25, which means student is fail. And we are getting fail. Okay. So this is how we can check conditions. We can take decisions on the base of the conditions. But now let's see, if we have three conditions. If marks are greater than 35, the student is if marks are greater than 35 but less than 50, then student is pass, or the third. And if marks are greater than 50 and less than 70, then student is second, and if marks are greater than 70, then student is first. Okay, we have multiple conditions. For that, what we can do is, we can use else if. Okay, else if. We have this else if. So I'll give this in else I'll remove this message box and I'll take else if activity in this else condition, else section. So if marks are greater than 70, then student is first. And let me copy this. And if marks are not greater than 70, it will go to this else, and here we have this else if. And in this else if, we will again check the marks. If marks is greater than or marks are less than 70 and marks are greater than 50, greater than or equals to 50. Okay, marks less than 70 and marks are greater than equals to 50, then which means student is second. Now in the else condition, we'll add one more else if. See, in this else if also we have else condition. So here we'll add one more else if. And in this, now see, if the first condition is false, this one, marks are not greater than 70. So it will come to this else. And in else, this will check else if. And if this condition is also false, means if marks are 20, which means marks are not less, marks are less than 70, but marks are not greater than 50 because marks are 20. So it will go to this else condition and here it will check. If marks are less than 50 and marks are greater than 35, which means student is third. Otherwise, student is fail. So we will add one else condition. We already have this else and here will give fail. Okay, now let me run this. And we'll see all the four scenarios, first, second, third, and fail. So first we'll see the fail scenario. So I'm giving marks as 30. Okay. See, the student is fail because marks are 30. Okay. Now let me run the file again. Now let's see if the marks are greater than 35, what will happen? Let's say 38. Oh, so student is third. Now let's see the scenario for second. For second, the marks should be greater than 50 and less than 70. So if marks are 55, wow, student is second. Now run for the first scenario. And marks are 99. And here we go, our student is first. So this is the benefit of the if-else if conditions. We can use multiple conditions inside this if. We need to add else if, else if, else if. We can add multiple else if. We call it as a nested if or if else if ladder. And that is how you use the if else activities in UiPath. It helps your robot take smart decisions based on logics. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell icon for more UiPath tutorials. Got any question or video request? Drop them in the comments below.